get your popsicle.
Yeah, what does that mean?
It means I have a lead.
Even the biggest and most dedicated Zootopia fans may have missed these cleverly hidden details and Easter eggs, from Frozen references to an Oswald the Lucky Rabbit depiction. Here is everything you might have missed in Zootopia. Now, this first one really makes my heart happy and really makes you wonder what's going on in the Zootopia world. In Tundra Town, two small elephants can be seen ice skating while wearing Princess Anna and Queen Elsa dresses. Of course, this is a reference to none other than Disney's most popular cash grab, Frozen. Sure, it's cute to see this in the film, but just wait. There are plenty of more Frozen references coming up in this video, so stick around because you'll be surprised that you missed some. Now, this next Easter egg, I feel like most people caught on to. If they didn't, I'd be very surprised. There's one scene in Zootopia where a character by the name of Duke Weselton, which there's more on him in a second, tries to sell Nick and Judy bootleg DVDs. But what I have a hard time understanding is, are they just bootlegs of the original humanistic films, or do these films actually exist in Zootopia, with a rhino portraying Wreck-It Ralph, called Wreck-It Rhino, and Rapunzel as a horse? An additional Easter egg is that these DVDs more or less confirm Frozen 2 before an official announcement was even made. As we know, Disney likes to reference their future movies, and this just happened to be one of those. But I really do want to see Pig Hero 6. Am I the only one? Now, speaking of Duke Weselton, as we were just discussing about, does that name actually sound familiar to you? If it does, then you've probably watched Frozen quite a bit. The Duke of Weselton acts as a secondary antagonist wanting Queen Elsa gone. Not only is this a spoof of the character's name, both Dukes are also voiced by none other than Alan Tudyk. Just so you know, he played Hey, and that's all I really care about. Now let's move along to the next Easter egg, which actually incorporates Chief Bago. There's a scene where the chief is lecturing Judy in his office, and if you look closely, you'll notice a familiar city as a picture on Bago's calendar. And that city is none other than San Francisco from Big Hero 6. But there's also a deep question that comes from this little Easter egg. Is the chief a fan of Big Hero 6 or Pig Hero 6? The question we truly need the answer to. Now, this next hidden detail is one that you will literally miss if you don't put your eyes on the screen, so listen closely. In one scene of Zootopia, Nick Wilde is seen pushing a stroller, but keep a lookout for a rhino walking past Nick with his own stroller. At the bottom of that stroller lies a Mickey Mouse plushie. Not only is this a cameo for Disney's famous mouse, but this also poses some questions. Is Mickey celebrated in Zootopia like he is everywhere else? Or is he just a common mouse among predators and prey? Now, this next detail is one that was very fascinating to me, and I love that Disney and Pixar movies do this. Depending on what country you're watching Zootopia in, the newscasters are different. The US had a moose, while Japan has a raccoon, Australia a koala bear, and China a panda bear. This is a nice touch for the film in that it matches animals that are symbolic for the viewing country into the plot as newscasters. It definitely makes the film more unique when it goes to the audience that are watching it, so kudos to all of you animators out there that did this. Now, you know how we were talking about more of those Frozen references and stuff? Well, there's one that you probably missed, because I always miss the actors who voice characters in anime movies. I have to like Google search everyone. So if you didn't know, Kristen Bell, who is the voice of Princess Anna in Frozen, is a huge sloth fan. She adores them. Don't ask me why she has a fascination, but I guess they're cute. Well, the voice of Princess Anna has her own cameo in Zootopia by portraying none other than a sloth named Priscilla. I'm sure providing the voice of a sloth was a dream come true. I don't know if I would have that on my bucket list, but you know, to each their own. And now at this point, you're probably like, okay, I'm done with the Frozen references, but sit back down, because I got another one for you. I can still remember the gasps and sighs in the theater when the chief says a line that anyone who's watched Frozen would smile or frown upon. The line itself is,
"Life isn't some cartoon musical where you sing a little song and your insipid dreams magically come true. So let it go."
Ring any bells? And to some, it might just be a line. But to any Disney fan in the world, this It's just pure gold. The cold never bothered me anyway. Now, do you like Mickey Mouse cameos in movies and films? You know, like where you have to find the hidden Mickeys? Let me go ahead and point one out in Zootopia for you. If you look closely at Officer Clow, why can't I say his name? If you look closely at Officer Clawhauser's fur, you might notice the cheetah has some spots on his face that closely resemble the shape of Mickey's face. It's still still a cameo regardless, and I'll take it. Now, to be honest, I've never watched Breaking Bad. Oh my gosh, I know, shame on me. But there is a reference to that show in this movie as well. A sheep working on a blue serum that turns animals wild says that the manufacturers of the sinister liquid are Jesse and Walter. This is actually a big reference to the characters from the famous drama series. And that's all I have on that one because I've never seen an episode of Breaking Bad. So moving on. Now, this next one is rather an absurd reference that you really need to keep your eyes open for because it goes like that. While Nick and Judy are investigating the disappearances of Emmett Otterton, they go to a naturalistic club led by Yax the Yak. And can I just say, what a perfect name. I absolutely adore this. If you look inside the building when Nick and Judy first enter, you might notice that the genie's lamp from Aladdin is sitting right there. And it's never truly explained why the lamp is sitting there, but hey, that just means that I can come up with another theory. Possible future video? Alright, now speaking of Emmett Otterton, does his name ring any bells for you? If not, you were probably born in the 2000s, but this one is for you older people out there. The character's name is actually a reference to the Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas television special. If you've seen a video on Facebook with otter puppets and a lid rolling out of a building onto a street, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So do you think we're done talking about Frozen yet? Are you done? Are you like over it? Are you just like, I'm checked out? Well, I got great news for you. Another Frozen reference is coming your way. While pursuing Duke Weselton for stealing, the weasel runs into Little Rodentia, and there's a shop named Hans Pastry Shop. And of course, this is referencing the man with bad intentions, Prince Hans from Frozen. Okay, I swear this is the last time I'm talking about Frozen for this movie, but can you blame them for putting so many cameos in Zootopia? Now, this next detail is a reference directly correlated to a Disney classic. While visiting the naturalistic club, bears are seen scratching their backs against trees. This is a subtle reference to Blue from the Jungle Book scratching his back against a tree. And I just love that Disney does these little references to older and newer movies, so like audiences of all ages can pick up on these. Or I can make a video and you can see them all here because the hero is on the job. That was cringe. A detail that went completely over my head at first until I really started thinking about it was involving a character that is actually barely in the movie itself. Mayor Lionheart is a character that screams dignity and respect. And of course, he's based on none other than Mufasa from the beloved classic The Lion King. But it really just proves the point that lions really are the king of the jungle. Or the Sahara, because lions don't really go in jungles, do they? I have yet to see that in real life, so I feel like people lied to me. Now let's take a closer look at Judy and her MP3. Judy decides to listen to some of her favorite tunes on her music player. If you pay close attention, all of the bands, songs, and performers parody well-known singers and hits in the real world. From Katy Perry to K9 West to Let It Goat and Part of Your Wool, Judy's music references popular singers while also hiding in hidden Easter eggs for Frozen and The Little Mermaid. And you thought we were done with Frozen. You silly goose. This one actually goes by very quickly, so you really have to peel your eyes and keep them open. While continuing their investigation on the disappearance of Emmett Otterton, Nick and Judy discover a train. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit makes a surprise cameo as Train Graffiti. If you didn't know, Oswald is a cartoon character created by Walt Disney himself way before he created Mickey Mouse. But the Little Rabbit is still well known to any hardcore Disney fan out there. And what a way to come full circle all the way back to the beginning of the Walt Disney Company itself with Oswald making a cameo in Zootopia. It almost is like perfect because, you know, he's a rabbit. Is he famous as well? And there you have it. There are some of the biggest Easter eggs and references in the movie Zootopia. Did I miss any? Let me know down in the comments below because I'm sure these eyes missed something. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and check out this video right here because it's more of this. If you enjoyed this, you'll probably enjoy that one. And I will see you over there. Bye-bye.